What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to another F1 video for today, man. We're almost done. We are indeed almost done with the Civil War F1 2016. And man, what a season it's been. We're getting out to a stretch, man. We're getting out to a stretch. Can Nico do it? Will Nico finish it out? Or Lewis get another championship? But let's just start it up. I ain't got much to say. Don't forget to like the video as well as always. We are close to 5K. Can we get there? Anyway, let's go. Lewis walked in, P1. Nico, P2.
It's lights out and away we go. Hamilton is leading from Rosberg, and then comes Verstappen. Another great start for Fernando Alonso. As down towards the first corner we come. Rosberg slips in beside Hamilton. Hamilton locks up, but still makes the corner. No, he doesn't. Verstappen and Rosberg almost touching. Rosberg.
Golly.
But they get through it unscathed.
It's definitely going to be hard. 100-degree difference between the two front brakes.
And that's why we have the virtual safety
Oh,
car.
jeez.
Pascal Wehrlein in the manner.
Don't know who that is. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Pascal.
Track is now clear.
Bad race.
The car has gone. We're back racing once again.
Okay, Lewis in for pits.
The gap between Rosberg and Ricciardo is now 23.5 seconds, and it could just be that Ricciardo, being held up by Perez, has saved Nico Rosberg from being overtaken by one or both of the Red Bulls. We're looking way back. Rosberg comes out and he's ahead of both Red Bulls.
Well, a new fastest lap, a 1:32.7. Now just 3.8 seconds behind.
Who's that? Verstappen? Or was that Danny Rick? Wait, Verstappen? That's Verstappen, dude. His first year, bro, going crazy, man. He got his first win this year. Young Verstappen. I said, man, generational talent. Going, oh God, no, my bad.
Lewis, we're coming up on a lot of traffic. Got Kvyat 4 seconds ahead. He's in the group of 8 cars. 8.
Hamilton has come to Mexico City and he is winning the Mexico Grand Prix. The championship challenge is...
Lewis got it.
Get in there, Lewis. Great result.
Golly.
Really solid weekend.
Nico Rosberg will come home to make it a Mercedes 1-2, and the man in the lead of the championship still hanging on.
God, it's getting good, man. I had no idea it was this close.
Hamilton, as it was, Martin, in the first of the flying laps in Q3, Hamilton then puts in a really good middle sector with his teammate up through the first sector. Hamilton crosses the line and improves on his time. It's a 1:10.7. Is it going to be a third pole in 3 years at Interlagos for Rosberg? No, it's not. He's missed out by a 1/10 of a second. Bigger smile under the Ayrton Senna crash helmet of Lewis Hamilton, because he starts on pole for the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2016.
All right. Let's get it. Brazil. Brazil. Golly. Like, that's, dude, that would scare the crap out of me, man. If you saw, like, that dude couldn't even see. He couldn't even see. So, like, I'm driving basically blind. Like, come on, like that's just take yourself. I be talking about, man. Now, listen, now, Lewis probably should just wipe his face off. But still, man, these wet races are fun, interesting, which we have seen this year. But at the same time, man, jeez.
Further back, I can barely see the lights.
Look at broken. Look at that.
You can block the top of my visor. It's so much water coming in. Big chunks and just landed in my eyes.
Oh,
After
jeez.
6 laps behind the safety car, we are now going for it at the Brazilian Grand Prix.
So Lewis Kim is driving barely being able to see.
That's been kicked up behind him, down the back straight. Goes Nico Rosberg.
So cars are stopping for into tyres.
No way, too early.
Is Marcus Ericsson, and he's out of this race as well. Ericsson looks like he's hit the wall as well. The safety car has been deployed.
That's not good.
That was Ericsson on Inter. Ericsson on Inter.
There's still way too much standing water.
Well, Hamilton's got a good start again, as for the second time in this race, he leads the field away as the safety car peels in. Hamilton then, from Rosberg, accelerating up towards the main straight they go.
Oh God! Oh God!
Raikkonen into the wall, and he almost collects the Red Bull, who does actually hit the front wing. That is a major incident for Kimi Raikkonen. And that is a
red flag. Thank you. Wait. So I wonder if the race can finish early then, which you saw in Japan this year, if I'm correct.
Red flag. I don't know why we're stopping.
Basically a time limit. I think they got added on.
Hamilton towards the center S as he goes. Under braking, Verstappen is late on Rosberg, but can't quite close up. Rosberg keeps that second place. Behind us, now see Max Verstappen overtaking Nico Rosberg. And oh, Max Verstappen, can he keep it out of the barriers? Just. How has he managed to keep that away from the arm coat?
Huh?
It might still be a very costly move for him, because there is Nico Rosberg into the center S as we go. Verstappen defending.
Verstappen was way better than Nico. Can't cap.
Had a half spin, exit of 12 through 13. The race spun up, so just exercise caution.
There is Felipe Massa. The safety car is out.
Again.
Very slow. Can't keep temp up. It's going too slow.
He's pitting.
He is. The man with the Senna tribute helmet for this weekend takes the checkered flag and wins the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Wins again. Wins again.
Yes! Brazil!
It's his teammate Nico Rosberg who continues to lead in the championship.
But Nico is continuously coming in second though. Lewis is winning races, but Nico is still right behind him. 12-point gap. Round 20. At 21. Abu Dhabi. This is it. This is when boys become men. This is when kids become adults. This is when I become him. Chaz becomes him.
Who's got the first question?
I've got a question for both of you. It's been a close-fought season with the advantage swinging in both of your favours. What would each of you say was your best and worst drive of the year, please?
If it's okay, I'm just gonna dig into the best. I prefer that one. And so one of the highlights for me was Singapore, definitely this year.
Yeah.
It was just a weekend that really, in an important part of the season also, which really went my way. Starting with qualifying,
he got going during that
especially
time.
the Red Bull and still getting the win in the end. That was one that I really like to look back on.
Can you remind me of the bad races that I have? I'm sure there's been some bad ones.
The car issues. the car issues. Every car.
No. Can someone seriously? No. I don't want to just discard the negative ones, so that's why I just need help remembering. Singapore was. Yeah, Baku as well. That wasn't really my fault. I had a dodgy engine setting.
Yeah,
but,
Baku. Yep.
I think it's important for me is to definitely try to remember the negative ones because those experiences are generally what help you realize or appreciate more the wins.
Shout out Lewis.
And I'm sure there's been
and Nico.
You know, if I look at Japan, for example, getting off the line terribly, there's been several races like that. But regardless of those really bad starts, I've always come back through with a fighting spirit, and that's for me something to be proud of.
My water.
The race that I've given it everything, regardless of the stumble and the mistake at the beginning. But one of my favorite races was Monaco.
Oh yeah. Very good job with that.
Tough, tricky conditions in the rain in Monaco, and then wet to dry. Staying out ahead of Daniel was a serious challenge and one I really loved.
Nico, Eric. On Sunday evening, season will be over, but
the funny thing was, the minute Nico started laughing, I already knew. The minute Nico started laughing, I already knew what's up. I already knew who was asking the question, what type of question.
let's come at the beginning of the season. But no fear, I don't go through the whole season. But you received at the beginning 5 mechanics from the team of Luis, and 5 of your team left the team to Luis. What was your impression of this change? Was it at the end a good idea during the season? What were your thoughts concerning this change? Do you was surprised? Obviously, you are not a fan of
Golly, what is this? A freaking multiple choice question?
Had this idea.
Oh my, back in school, multiple choice.
Very good question. And I would like also just add to it. What was the explanation given to you? Just.
So the easiest way to answer that is if we look at the recent team spirit within the team, because we've been fighting now for 3 years, and it's within the team that we're fighting for the race wins and for the championship. So it's quite natural that a little separation can happen between the two sides of the garage, and for the overall team performance, that's not a good thing, because for the overall team performance, you want to have great team spirits, everybody fighting for one direction, everybody holding together. And that's why this decision was taken to rotate a little bit, and I think it's shown this year that it's been a very, very good thing to do, because our team spirit has been as good as ever. We've seen that recently. We had some great parties together and whatever, and everybody's just sticking together, and it's an awesome feeling within the team. So yeah, it looks like for sure that was the right thing to do. Even though, of course, initially it's not something that's super comfortable, because we're one, my mechanics are close to me and it feels good and everything. So then change takes a bit of time to gel, as Lewis touched on before. So, but I understand that from a team's perspective, that was the right thing to do, and it's worked well.
You have to buy my book down the line in 10 years' time when I tell you exactly what happened. But, yeah.
Lewis is
be an
petty.
interesting read.
Yeah, Lewis is petty.
Luis, Nico, could each of you just briefly talk about your relationship developing during these 3 years of fighting for the championship against each other, please?
Lewis, why don't you go?
Sorry, what was that question?
How your relationships developed over the last 3 years of fighting for the championship?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. Well, I mean, we obviously had a very good relationship generally when we started out when we were kids. Back then, obviously, it was a race weekend was generally for kids karting. You're out having fun. You go out and drive, and you come in and you fool around. You give a bit of information to your mechanic, and then you go and play PlayStation, or you go unicycling, or we had a lot in common. We both loved pizza. We loved eating boxes of Kellogg's Frosties and doing
Frosted
all crazy
Flakes.
things. And,
Frosted Flakes. Shout out Frosted Flakes.
Tours, we did all those things. I still do every one of those, but Nico has shifted in the sense, he's obviously very, very solely focused in terms of, you know, looking after themselves. So, and obviously we parted ways when we were younger too. He went BMW, I went Renault, and but then we got to Formula One, and this was something that we had spoken about as kids. And yeah, we've obviously had ups and downs, but ultimately I think we've managed to, particularly in the last year, being of the age we are, which is pretty old, considering when we first met. I think we've been able to manage it pretty well, and I'm really happy for him and his family. And
talk to him, Lewis.
Stepping away from being our competitive selves, proud of him of how he's driven, particularly this year, obviously. And it's been a pleasure to have him as a teammate. So
that's nice. That's nice.
I'm sure that will continue.
That's nice. Nico?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's been the thing is that we still have, of course, from back in those days, is the base respect, and that will never go. And that's definitely helped us through these years. And for sure, I have a lot of respect for Lewis, and outside of the car and also inside of the car. And of course, yeah, it's been some difficult moments, but some good moments as well in the past years. And this year in general, I think we've made progress, and so yeah, it's generally neutral. But of course, it is a difficult environment.
Thank you very much. Good luck in the Grand Prix this weekend, gentlemen. Thank you.
Go time, baby.
Round we go. The final corner. He's on provisional.
Go time, baby.
Can he extend his advantage? It's a 1:38.7 for Lewis Hamilton. Now we turn to Nico Rosberg. Can Hamilton get a 61st pole, or will Nico Rosberg get pole here in Abu Dhabi this evening? He crosses the line. He's missed out by 0.3 of a second. Lewis Hamilton is on pole.
That's good.
Race in a row.
Lewis did a great job, and it's just a couple of tenths too fast in the, I think, second sector mainly is where I lost it. So I accept that, and then tomorrow, anyways, from second place, I've won several races this year, you know, so there's still a chance, and I'm gonna for sure I'll go for it.
In terms of pressure, how much of that are you feeling, if at all?
Now I'm okay. In qualifying, the adrenaline was there, of course, but it always is. You know, qualifying is always full-on excitement, and sleeping should be fine tonight. I usually don't struggle with that. And then tomorrow, yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
It's going to be go time, baby.
To the battle.
Go time.
Trying to put everything together, you know, and fighting Lewis and trying to get the race win.
Are you feeling pressure? You stand here all cool, relaxed, smiling, but is there pressure there?
I'm just Lewis.
I think, for me, honestly, I've got everything to gain. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not in the lead of the championship. I'm super easy and likely for him to finish second or third tomorrow, and he's champion. So I mean, I think it's a slightly different mindset for me. I'm fighting for it, I'm chasing for it, and it's much nicer position to be in some respects, and in others it's less off. But as long as I do fight, as long as I feel that I've fulfilled every ounce of what my heart's capacity, then I can leave here proud of myself. And so far today, I've done that. So.
You want to be chased or get chased? Wait, do you want to be the chaser or do you want to get chased? This is it, baby. Abu Dhabi. Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton. 1 and 2. Nico really just needs a top 3 finish. Nico is starting second.
Lights out and away we go.
This is it.
Rosberg and Hamilton get away well, as does Kimi Räikkönen as well, and Räikkönen takes third place. Hamilton goes into the first turn in the lead from Rosberg.
Okay.
Verstappen has spun. It's Lewis Hamilton from Nico Rosberg from Kimi Räikkönen.
Verstappen.
Sebastian Vettel.
Alright, pits. Lewis pits.
Yeah, he's right in front of me. It's the soft tyre, and the Ferrari are responding.
And that's a very slick stop, isn't it? But once again, he has to stop. It's the Ferrari Sebastian Vettel that actually holds Nico Rosberg.
Ferrari smart. Ferrari smart.
Just got out ahead of Raikkonen, but he is behind Max Verstappen. Verstappen hasn't stopped yet, of course. I tell you what, that was really tight.
So they're purposely making Verstappen slow, so you need to get past him. So don't take any risks with Verstappen, you're doing the right thing. It's critical now that we start passing Verstappen.
You got to now. You got to.
But he's going for it now from a long way back. Verstappen on the outside, Rosberg on the inside. They come close, but they don't quite touch. And as they swoop round that left-hand king, Rosberg puts himself up into second place.
Good driving. Good driving, Nico.
Lewis, good job, good job.
How is my race looking?
P2 is safe at the moment, Nico. P2 is safe
Yep,
at the moment.
I figured that.
That's good to know.
So, situation, 26 laps remaining, you're going to the end. Verstappen is car behind you. He's also going to the end. He's on 8-lap older tyres, so most important, look after that front. Question, just wondering why you're so slow. Currently unsafe to Vettel.
Vettel wants him.
We don't believe so, Lewis, but he may be a threat later in the race. He takes the super soft. Okay, Lewis, this is an instruction. We need 45-1 for the win.
I suggest you guys let us race.
Not you getting pissed. Not you getting pissed.
Vettel seems so much closer.
But I actually do feel that though. Like I am trying to drive, you ain't gotta. I mean, you ain't. You know. Let me just drive. You know what I mean? Let me just drive right now, man. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work.
We need you to pick up the pace to win this race. That's the instruction.
And Lewis is trying to go as slow as he can out front. You know, just look at the sector time. Hamilton's like, I will not clear off into the sunset. There we go.
Tries to go round the outside. Oh my God! Rosberg fends off well. It's come down to the wire, but he's surviving with Sebastian Vettel pressurizing him all the way.
Seb cannot get past him.
Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg is second. He takes the championship.
Hey, shout out Nico. Hey, shout out Nico. Hey, hey, shout out Nico. Hey, that's hard. And that's Nico's only one, huh? That's Nico's only one, which is crazy.
Formula One world champion. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Unbelievable, really. Oh, unbelievable. And it was so extremely intense out there.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Generally, I did my job. I did what I needed to do this weekend, and you know, got the pole position and won the last 4 races. Have more wins than everyone I think this year, which is a great feeling. So yeah, I did everything I could.
The first big one was relief. The first emotion, just relief. I was crying my eyes out on the.
That's true. Lewis does have a lot of wins this season, but it was the engine problems and stuff like that, man. That just killed him. Just killed him.
Lap back. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, providing in the following years, we're given equal cars. There's more championships to win.
Wait, what do you say?
Providing in the following
emotion, just relief. And I was crying my eyes out on the lap back.
Right, yeah, that's it. I mean, providing in the following years we're given equal cars, there's more championships to win. We'll discuss it afterwards, as we always do as a team, and pull back in. But I think we can't let that overshadow the fact that Nico's just won a championship.
You can understand the team's perspective, and you can understand Lewis's perspective. So there's no. That's it.
He did a fantastic job, so big congratulations to him. It's a great feeling to win a world championship, and look forward to fighting with him next year.
It feels like I've been racing him forever, and always he's just.
Hey, look how happy they are for Nico, though, man. That's an amazing feeling.
So, and he's just an amazing driver, and of course one of the best in the history, and so it's unbelievably special to beat him because the level is so high, and that makes this even more for sure so much more satisfying for me, because the benchmark is and I took the world championship away from him, which is phenomenal.
Effing amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Oh God, what a documentary. Absolutely enjoy it, man. Can't thank you guys enough for watching it. Cannot thank you guys enough, man. That was good. That was good. On that note, we'll talk to you guys later, man. We should have another one start next week. I'm not sure when I will start it, but we should have one start next week. Probably mid to late next week. But anyway, guys, stay safe. Stay amazing as always. Talk to you guys later, man. Peace.